Mental illness. Mental illness refers to a wide range of mental health conditions, disorders that affect your mood, thinking, and behavior. Examples of mental illness include depression, anxiety disorders, schizophrenia, eating disorders, and addictive behaviors. In this video, I will explore addiction, anxiety, bipolar disorder, and depression. I chose to do mental illnesses because I find it interesting how illnesses can affect people in such different ways. And me not being like them makes it harder to understand what they have to go through, but learning about them and their illness is really interesting because it's part of everyday life. It matters to society because it's part of society, and there are some people who have it, and those who do have it want to learn more about it, and just learning about it through your doctors isn't necessarily a fun way. So if you look at art and you learn about something, it's a lot more fun and interesting than just hearing a person talk about it. The first artist I focused on was Brian Louis Saunders, who represents addiction. In his collection, Under the Influence, he has over 40 self-portraits. Each of these self-portraits was made under the influence of one drug at a time. They were made in 2008, and each of them are titled the name of the drug. His goal is to show the power that drugs have over people. Stuart Semple's artwork represents anxiety. Anxiety is often caused by stress or thinking negatively. His pieces are focused on how anxiety is caused by today's kinds of pressures: drugs, peers, and jealousy. 3 of his pieces that he made in 2014 that focus on anxiety caused by peer pressure are Television Man is Crazy, Wanna Be Starting Something, and Beyond Your Command. These 3 pieces represent anxiety in different kind of ways, but they include peer pressure. Bipolar disorder, also known as manic depressive illness. It is a brain disorder that causes unusual shifts in mood, energy, activity levels, and the ability to carry out day-to-day tasks. Within Missy Douglas' work, 20Project, made in 2013, there are about 72 pieces, each representing bipolar disorder in its own way. The pieces help a person understand what bipolar disorder is like to have, because each individual piece shows different emotions, and with a different color scheme, there are multiple options for a person to understand. Danielle Vogt is the last artist I focused on. All of her 4 pieces were made in 2008 and are all untitled. Her first piece focuses on depression, her second on eating disorders, and the third and fourth on bipolar disorder. In her depression piece, the white show the emptiness of the person, like the missing emotions. Her eating disorder piece shows a woman and her dream of being thin. Bipolar is presented by happiness and sadness, where happiness is sedation and sadness is exhaustion. The way that these artists achieve their goal is by using different ways of representing their illness to stand out from all the other work. All 4 of these artists use art to represent the power that illnesses can have over people. They don't just make it for fun or because it's their job, but because they want to raise awareness of mental illnesses and their effects on people. Many artists who show mental health issues within their work often have an illness of their own or in their families. It's better to raise awareness through art because people are more likely to listen and understand through art rather than listening to somebody else talk about it. Artists who use art to send a message are more likely to succeed in spreading the message.